Hello gamers and welcome to another Steel Division 2 cast. It's Division 4 game between Dragotango and Crusader. It's their first game. It is pre-patch. They just played it the Sunday before the patch was dropped on Tuesday, I think. And Dragotango plays with Gruppe Harteneck and Balanced Income against Crusader playing 5th Cav. Also on Balanced Income, the map is Orsha North, and apologies, I've got a cold. So you might hear that. Very likely. Now let's take a look at Dragotango's deck first. He's got 46 activation points left. It's not a deck building mistake, but I think that some units he had in the deck were changed in the patch. Not sure which one, maybe the FK. Maybe the Marder was swapped. Could he have had another Marder? Nothing here. Well, the Field Gendarmerie, but I think was changed. Not quite sure. Maybe he did have more infantry or some more recon, but I do not know. So the deck was actually a little bit different, I suppose. Harteneck is a good tool for Orsha North because you've got beefy Hungarian infantry, in particular the Reitjäger, which is a German unit, but still it's pretty good at kind of like yellow forest range and in towns. And then you get, where is it? Reitjäger. They will be much improved after the patch with the slight buff to the MP40s. And yeah, so light machine guns can shoot at short range, but it doesn't bring the Stoßtrupp. Maybe the Stoßtrupp got changed, I'm not quite sure. And yeah, in the Recon tab, Aufklärer, VK901, can be a really annoying little tank. It's like a tank too, I think. And Reit Kosaken. They are kind of like a fighting unit as well. In the tank tab, we see T-34s, we see heavier tanks with the Tigers, and they will help at the range, and then also Stuks double vetted. In the support tab, let's see if we actually put the 50mm mortars into action. Ersatz HMG, really good choice because of the high availability, good range. Then the Stu with the 2K HE and the Panzer 3N, also a really nice tool. Anti-tank, Panzerschreck. This is good against the armored cars. That Cav has 2 cards of armored cars. The AB Horse, they're really good. Can be really annoying, and this can deal with it. Then he got the Jagdpanzer 38 here. I think they dropped in price. Nothing to write home about here. This at least has like a vehicle going with it, and the price now actually went down. So now this is I think that this is now 35 points for the 20mm and then the vehicle. Probably 45, not sure. Artillery. The Wolfpack is in play, and a really cheap off-map that is good for suppression. And then the heavy mortar, Mörser with really slow rate of fire. You always need to look. Always the best values shown. You do get the high rate of fire on the smoke, but not on the HE shells. This is quite the beast. With ammunition Air Force. The EF-109s used to be quite good at strafing, but they've got bad resilience. Then Recon here, double vetted for that extra agility. And then 1 card of bombers. Interesting deck, and we don't know what's missing, to be honest. Now we see Crusaders division. No changes here. He brings the R2. Even has AP shells in 1K range, actually not too bad. There are the AB Usors and AB Horchs. They're pretty good. This one is without radio. Only 1 card of Kalarashi, the sniper unit. Used to be super good, now it's only okay. Infantry tab, there's lots of good CQC infantry. The Rosiori Assault, the Pioneer Assault, Double Flamer, you need to micro them a bit. Interestingly, he doesn't bring the Begleiter Grenadier. They could have helped in the towns, I think. Tank tap, Stux, and no Panzer II Lux. I guess that's the good choice. He's got light units over here already. Anti-tank, he's got 2 cuts of Rishitsas. Maybe a bit too careful. Maybe he should have put the A-phase, the Rishitsa, one of them, the C-phase cut into A-phase, because it can be used for indirect fire, but also if a tank appears, a Tiger tank, it could be a bit problematic. Good AA. This can be used in AT role as well. I think it has been buffed a little bit now. Artillery tab 60mm mortars, good choice, and then lots of mortars in B phase. I don't think, including with ammunition, I don't think he will call everything in. So I think he could have brought one in C phase or one in A phase, maybe. Because he's not going to spend 800 points of his B phase income on artillery, I think. He's got a tool to deal with tanks in A phase as well, so not necessarily he needs to change that. This could be enough, particularly in A phase. The Junkers actually got buffed. The Junkers 87s, they now have 80, they now have medium resilience. When they played, it didn't, and we will watch the game in special viewer. Both divisions are kind of suitable for this map. 5th Cav lacks a bit the 2K HE. Other than that, interesting and good choices. Let's jump into the game. And welcome to Orsha North. On the left hand side, we've got Dragotango playing with his Gruppe Harteneck, and on the right hand side, we've got Crusader with 5th Cav. Now let's take a look at Orsha North first. Orsha North is one of the unbalanced maps, in my opinion. So if you play against someone who you know is better than you, I'd always try to go for an unbalanced map, because you have the chance of getting the good side. Obviously, it also depends a bit on the division, but there are so many choices. There will be a decent division left, at least. And the bad side is actually the one Dragotango is playing. So here you see there's only 1 blue flag and 3 red flags. If blue manages to push red out, let's say with CQC and mid-range units, they quickly get control of 3 flags, and it's also not like a direct line to reinforce. If the red side pushes, though, in particular in the early game, and manages to win this position, they can threaten the resupply. You can also try to sneak around some recon vehicles this way and go in the back line. And you can also try to get through the forest here and into this town. But this is much more difficult than for the other player, in my opinion. We also have this hill with a commanding position on some flags, but it's really hard to get into these flags with this pathing here, because the enemy will be here as well. What you can also do in early game, apologies, I've got a cold, is try to push hard on this. If you are the faster division, use smoke, because what blue will do, almost always, not always, but almost always, is push this town, particularly if they've got a fast division, and then it's really hard to push them back out. Also, it's very easy for blue to get into here, and it's a bit harder for red to get into here. Look at this, it's under fire from here. It's just more difficult. Okay, I'm already in shock. And also the lines of sight here are really bad for the red player, so you can't really deploy because of this forest. You can't really advance deploy or forward deploy your units somewhere here and threaten even if you're the faster division, so it's just really bad. Also here, red has 3 flags here they can push, but it's, I think, a bit harder than to push these 3 flags. That's just my opinion. Because they can easily reinforce here still, usually. It's a bit harder here, in my opinion. But this is a bit even. There's more forest here, you need to get to the edge here, then you're immediately under threat here. And here you've got all those forests, so you have to get close, or you have to drive here, and that's not on the road, so it's a bit annoying. So if there's a skill gap between you and your opponent, try to play Orsha north, and hope for getting onto this side. And if players are evenly matched or similar skill and similar divisions regarding to their power, usually the player on the blue side should win. Okay, but then let's start the game. Tanks, trucks, and so on are rolling. Seen early Uber didn't really check their deployment. It's defensive. He just tries to take the hill and threaten this a little bit. In the north, a bit aggressive. Dragotango defensive deployment here, very defensive deployment here with a lot of troops. He gets into there as well with an HMG here. Can be tricky because he can walk here. These units actually try to capture this. He knows that this is crap and he wants to take it, and he also knows this is crap. So he just goes for it. Let's see where they clash first. M32 in this position, not that great because it doesn't have that much range. If you position it a bit more to the rear, it can actually be better for hitting harder targets. But here it's now good. It's threatening this, but long range units from here can kill it. So bear that in mind when you position your troops. No micro. Oh, there's the micro. Very good. Aggressive M32 here. HE. Lots of troops here actually, but for both players. So this is the main clash. He who wins this has an advantage. We see some Pushka Antika, nice. With the kind of shitty solo turns, but it's two of them. Maybe Uzor doing some heavy lifting, but there's also the puck. But no line of sight there on the Uzor. There's actually an M42 gun as well, I presume. Yeah. Captured. Orsha is really nice units with the ZB. But the Panzergrens should theoretically win, but there's this Uzor support and it's only one dude. Kalarashi here. Being attacked by the puck, I think. Now on hold fire, good move here. It's a leader buffing this up. It's a bit presented here. 13-11 for Dragotango, because this push was actually successful. So really good aggressive play to kind of prevent bad things from happening, and also Crusader did not push the town at all. You can also get around here usually. Your red opponent won't be here on time usually. Depends a bit on the division, of course, but still. Now he won't be able to break through here because of the T-34. He needs to withdraw, or it's too late. They will get, you know, shredded. And there's a Stück leader coming. Nice aggressive play here, and the Hotchkiss won't do anything. So, but the Kalarashi here is in the church. He could start shooting, but then they can also start shooting. Nothing happening here. This is moving forward a bit, or just threatening this road. This is actually quite nice. And up here some nice Pushka play, but the Jäger Pioneer is on its way. And they have been buffed. Not in this game, because it's been played on the 19th. There's a little MP40 buff, which is really cool. He could now use smoke. He's microing it, but he could use smoke to manage to get away. Kubel here, well played to bring in the Kubel. And now we see the mortar play. Also, Dragotango is a very calm, very methodical player. Already bringing out a flak here to the center. This is a good spot for flags if you have to play red, because it kind of covers this area and this area, and it's kind of a bit protected. And yeah, And the T-34 is just shredding through the infantry with its double DT gun as well. And the Stuk can be penned. Also here you see very good positioning. You see pucks. Stu coming in, trying to probably take out some support units and push a bit more into the town, my guess. Yeah. Defensive unloading here. Driver knocked out, that's very unfortunate. Probably by the M42. No line of sight on anything now. But he's falling back. Now we see the right Jäger MP44, really good unit at mid-range in particular. In the north there's a small push by Crusader. Not that small actually. But he needs the Pushka. Yeah, he sees it and falls back. But micro there, this little shitty tank is actually stopping this, and there's already another one. Better tank coming. Another Braider. Mortars coming on all sides here. But they're getting shredded here. He needs to withdraw his leader, and now the tank takes this, and this is on the edge here. This will die. Just needs to get a Rosyoya assault or something in here. Now he needs to redirect his unit, otherwise it will die. Should have withdrawn this Pioneering. And that actually goes down to the VK9. That's very devastating. He will lose this flag. That brings it to 14-11. In the north, meanwhile, the anti-Pushka 40 pen, but apparently not good enough. Or not within range. No, it's firing. But it's shooting at the tank, because it's shooting at the target with the higher value armor. That's like a default in the game. So you can use it to your advantage by having your better armored vehicle in range of the enemy unit, and then your other units will be safe unless your enemy micros. And here Crusader did not micro, because this was well in range. But there's lots going on there, like everywhere. And this goes down to a puck. And the Stoßtrupp. The Stu is now killing the Hotchkiss. He needs to withdraw it. He needs to get the Rosjori in here, ideally to support the flag. Good unloads here, defensive unloads. Good mortar play here as well. He brought in some R2s, R2D2s would be better maybe, but they don't have it yet. R2D2 is in a galaxy far, far away. There's no way he's going to push through the T-34. Maybe with smoke. He's got the mortar here. He could, theoretically. It's not often done, but it can be done. You can smoke this and then drive past it and on two sides and get side shots. Now the Hotchkiss is still alive. He withdrew it, or it withdrew automatically. I don't know. And in here, the Braider gun does stand a chance. Maybe, thanks to its quick firing rate. Maybe. At point blank range. But it could get suppressed very quickly as well. That's a good call now. He needs it. Oh, it's a blind shot. And he misses, unfortunately for Crusader. Anti-car, too offensive deployment here. Just too much going on. Raider now helping out. The mortar still firing. Good shot here. He needs to stop the double bleed. Yeah, but down goes this. Nice mortar play here as well. Yeah, two's pushing now, but there's still the T-34. Now that's why I love Piats, for example. He could use Piats here. And obviously Panzerschrecks, but he doesn't have Piats in this deck, in this division. So that's one reason why I think Piat divisions are actually quite cool. Because you have a good chance of killing your enemy armored vehicles. Nice micro here on the 50 mil. There's now a lot of troops and also the first flak here to protect against another air raid. M32 guns, too little too late, I'd say, to push Dragotango out here. You would have to go through the forest, I think. He's got good reinforcement lines here. He's now using his Roshiori a little bit, that's good. Yeah, that's hitting a little bit. And now Dragotango can just comfortably sit on his lead and, you know, let Crusader bleed out in his assault attempts. That's why it's important to get a flag early on. It makes your opponent push. Usually the pushing player can lose on similar income, because the defensive player obviously has a slight edge. In particular, if he fights on all fronts like Dragotango does. As you can see here he is now pushing out in the north, bringing more AA support as well to probably protect an armor push that's incoming. Already moving his units, so they will be ready once they arrive. Another leader that goes down unnecessarily. He even has the Panzerschreck. Good mortar micro here. Is he hitting anything? Yeah, he's going for the house. Here you can see it doesn't do that much. 60 mil mortar, like killing power is like 0. A little bit of suppression only. Here comes the K9. Will it go down to the Panzerschreck? Maybe. Still out of range, out of line of sight. Oh no. Oh no. Now he's moving it towards the VK. Will it get a shot off? Yes. That was a vital kill actually. But this position is very fortified. Also the only one pushing here will probably be Dragotango. Very efficient use of the tools here with the puck, with the M32s as well. Right, Jägers incoming. Yeah, he did push Dragotango out of here. That's really good because it stopped the double bleed. But he needs to find flags. We'll try it up here. 16-man squad. Oh, we're going to see an off map. This will be devastating. Only one unit against Panzergrants and Ersatz-MG and M42, presumably. It's not going to end well for the Roshiori. Risky play here, but needed. To push this forward to here, give some veterancy and push up here. There's the off-map. Bit of a greedy off-map into the town. In the north we see a BF 109 against 2 flags. 20 mils, 3rd flag 20 mil, 4th flag 20 mil. Yeah, the BF 109 is forced back. And now the T-34 will roll into action. Lots of units have died here. To the bomber, I presume, including the AB Horch. And he can't even take out the VK9. Good suppression. There comes the T-34. He does see it because the unit is not blinking. Line of sight is here, but it needs to turn. It will go down without even firing a single shot. Both of us now. And a sort of a push up here, but there's too much ammo. So theoretically speaking, he would have to take out the AA and then use his plane. Kill the armor. Maybe use a recon plane as well. But I think there's none in the deck built. See more Panzerschrecks, but if Dragotango is up to his micro, and he usually is, then he will spot it and target fire it. Point blank range, the T-34 will have no problem penetrating the Stück, in my opinion. But he needs to move up. Let's see if it's our hill pressure. Does not. And, oh no, how unfortunate, that looked like an ammo explosion. Don't get confused by the penetration values too much. They're like just an indicator. And there's the Stück 3 leader. It will get the kill on the T-34, I guess. Yeah, that looks devastated here. But goes down to the puck. Very unfortunate. Yeah, good play here with the smoke. There's a massive follow-up to that off-map. And at the same time, there's a push going on here as well. You know, nice move order here. And it's 16-8. They're actually doing some fighting, but it's not in the church. It's too dangerous to be in the church. Second off map, very well placed. Will annihilate these and he will push through. There are already the units that are supposed to push. He's trying to secure this flag, push back into the town, which I think won't be possible against these units. And we see another off map here in the north. Those cheap off maps are really good, in my opinion, to help a push. Or help push a stop, stop a push. Can the M32 be the champ? Not quite, it doesn't even kill the... He would have had to micro his APCR shells to one-shot this. But against the Panzer T-35, needs it. And there's a typical bomber. Educated guess there's something in here. But it's actually not. But it looks like it because of the frontline, but it's because of this and this. And 17-7. Lots of right Jägers and Hungarian troops will now push through. The bomb actually managed to kill the Panzerschreck. Here comes the follow-up. Into the forest, not too greedy. And the off-map is ready as well. It will go here, for sure. Looking very grim for Crusader, despite his best efforts to somehow win back flags. Pioneer assault on its own. Actually, they didn't move forward and fought this Panzerschreck instead. That saved the Pioneer. Down it goes. And 2 Molotovs, that's it. Yeah, we see the off-map. Horch, no chance against the tank here. Stug actually should have line of sight, yeah. First pen. Second pen. Now Stug 3 in the forest is a bit dangerous. He's using his Stückführer here as well to fight. 18-6 though. It's hardly anything holding the southern front. Northern front still being reinforced, but the off-map comes down. Yeah, follow-up is a bit late, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Pioneer assault. Trying to get the right Jäger. Bomber going for the M32, presumably. Yeah, what a bomb. Aggressive push here by the Pioneer assault. Will he unload on time? No. Yes. Smoke? No. For a brief moment he could capture this flag though. It's a flag he kind of should have captured from the get-go. Playing as the blue player. Textbook style. Obviously it's easier said than done. This range, good fight for the Stug. 41 seconds left. I don't think a single flag will flip till the end. And basically the cheap T-34s dominated this battle, in my opinion. And the well-placed pucks against the light vehicles. The one flag flipped in favor of Dragotango. GG, well played. Dragotango, obviously a very good player. Crusader also level 25, so not bad actually. Lots of multiplayer games and actually a really decent win rate. A much better win rate than my win rate. Lots of campaigns played, fantastic. Yeah. Let's take a look at the chronology. You see lots of dead Romanians, as to be expected looking at the KD. Kills, right Jäger shredded. Puck here helped out. The VK9s were crucial. The bomber. 34. They didn't kill that much, but they dominated, in my opinion. Or held the line like an IS-2 would on an open field. Are there any hero units? A Pioneer assault, maybe. This Stückführer a bit. That was the one that fought from the hill, I guess. So GG, well played by both players. Good luck in the next games. And also check out Commander Owl's YouTube channel. He is a very good player and also a very good caster. He's casting lots of games as well. Check it out. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.